Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the forecast. Moon transiting Scorpio, July 5th, 2025. Awakens instinctual wisdom and a poignancy surrounding your perceptions of life, love, values, and the fleeting passage of time, as the moon forms a minor grand trine aspect pattern with Mars in Virgo and Jupiter and the Sun in Cancer, a square aspect with Mercury in Leo, and a sesqui-square aspect with Saturn conjunct Neptune retrograde in Aries, which could cause you to open your heart to more meaningful connections and to follow what feels good to you. And when you do, your mind will open up as well. Mercury is trine to Saturn and Neptune, which are involved in a second minor grand trine with Uranus in Taurus, conjunct Venus in Gemini, and Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, while Venus and Uranus square Mars, and Pluto squares Chiron in Aries. Jupiter and the Sun square Saturn and Neptune, and quincunx to Pluto, and Mars is sesqui-square to Chiron. Yes, the energy today is a bit complicated and unusual, but you have your heart and your truth to help you navigate the uncharted waters of the Scorpio moon emotional depths and revelations. The most certain thing is the importance of choosing growth, change, new experiences or relationships which will later become precious memories. Choosing to stay in the shadow side of some of today's undercurrents of fear or resistance could create future regret rather than sweet nostalgia. Dare to live fully and freely today because it puts you in the fertile and magnetic field of anything is possible. So here we can see we're kind of spreading out in the sky, so we're getting a lot of different aspects happening, and some of them are undercurrents, those sesqui-squares there, Mars to Chiron and the moon to Saturn and Neptune, and that's all Aries energy, and Aries is that cardinal fire sign that says I am, and this is basically saying that you are somebody who acts on your instincts, that you trust those instincts to lead you to what is best for you, that it's not something you have to really consider from the potential of analyzing. It's more about trusting to having good instincts, and even if there's a whole lot of unknown or things that seem big and scary, that you're going to move toward what is new or growth oriented, because we do have this one minor grand trine as well as this one, and Jupiter and the Sun and Venus and Uranus. We have the two benefics, the minor Venus, the greater Jupiter, and they're supported by the conjunction they have with other planets, planet of change, a planet of self-projection and awareness. Wherever the sun moves through the natal chart, it's like walking into that room and turning on a light switch and suddenly paying attention to everything that's there. So this is saying pay attention to growth, and it's in a sign of symbiosis and needs and caring and nurturing. Flowing water energy is all over the place today with the moon in Scorpio and the Sun and Jupiter in Cancer. We do have the North Node in Pisces right now, and that also brings in some of that water and the awareness that you are connected to the all that is. That is what comes through that Pisces North Node, and that you can intuit where your lessons lie and where you are going to gain the most. Whatever choice feels right today is probably the best thing for you, even though we have these squares that might be saying, "Ooh, I don't know about that." We've got Mercury which is usually quite bold and dramatic in Leo and, demonstrative and communicative. Yes, it's supporting Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Why not go ahead and take that chance, is what that's saying. You won't know unless you go and do it. But we've got that square to the moon, and we've got the opposition to Pluto, which is creating some of the fear and resistance. And the same can be said between Mars and Virgo, which is a bit pragmatic, even though it's in that minor grand trine that is saying just go with the flow. There's a resistance to just jumping, just going ahead and jumping. Well, what if it doesn't work out? Well, what if it does? What if it does? And working out often takes doing the thing and then feeding it, giving it something so that it continues to grow. It takes time to find out if something's going to be working out or not. And that's what the square between the Sun and Jupiter and Saturn and Neptune are. It's basically saying you're not going to have any growth unless you put in some of the time and you have some of the faith and you do the work and you persist and you hold on to the vision. Then you'll get somewhere. I do like this quincunx between Jupiter and Pluto because it always turns into more of something or better in some way. You take care and good luck with everything that's going on today. It may pull you in different directions. Go for what feels best. And I'll be back again on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.